in part 2, I want to give my thoughts on the Switch lineup. Their info about the Switch, which is good. Most of the games are going to be released in 2019, which as it should be. A lot of their big retail $60 game, because you got to keep in mind that the end of this year is Super Smash Bros. Whether you're a fan or not, you got to keep in mind the majority of people who have Switches or Nintendo fan like myself, they're anticipating this game just like myself. So, of course, that's their biggest game for end of 2018. So no surprise that a lot of them are going to be 2019. And some of the games that are going to be announced here was already been announced, and basically I'm going to give my thoughts about it. They had to refix, I think for some of them they had to refix some of the wording maybe, or maybe they just, they edited a bit. Some of them is like, hey, this game's already out, but it is what it is. So again, like I said, it is unfortunate what happened in Japan last week. But you know what? Now it's a more happy time. A week later, still information already coming out, and it's still one of the best direct in my opinion. So with that, let's get started with, of course, the first thing they announced: Luigi's Mansion 3. It's a working title. Apparently, there's going to be a subtitle. 2019. That's it. Makes sense. That's the reason now why they brought Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS, and of course, prior to that, the Years of Luigi in 2013, Luigi's Mansion 2, The Dark Moon. So I wouldn't be surprised. Luigi Mansion 3 for the Switch. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Not really a long game, but it's a fun game. Those Luigi Mansion game. I think the first one wasn't that long. The second one, I think a little bit longer because spoiler, you're gonna deal with multiple mansion. The next one is Splatoon 2, new update version 4.0. I guess more weapon, more stages. That's really it. I have not even played Splatoon yet for a while. I just finished the story mode, trying to get all the those wrenches and those scrolls. But yeah, and of course I finally able to use Karin Murray amiibo on Splatoon 2, and yeah, they just do the same thing as the other one, and you you'll be able to get a selfie with them. That's it. Why not? Why not? Your Splatoon avatar, have a selfie with Kali or Mari. Whatever. So the next one is Mario Tennis Aces. More updates. They already introduced more characters coming throughout the months, which are Shy Guy, Birdo, Paratroopa, the red turtle with the wings, Petty Piranha Plant from Super Mario Sunshine. They're gonna add new mode, new co-op mission mode, more events, and surprisingly, Nintendo said that they're gonna keep updating this game until the end of June of 2019. So that's pretty awesome. I'll eventually get the game. I played the online demo. It was really fun. Playing online wasn't as easy what I thought it would be. You have to be really skillful, but hey, that's what it is. There are a lot of people who they love playing those Camelot tennis games because they are fun. They are fun. Okay, so the next one is the Blue Bomber Megaman. Of course, if you know what happened, this is one of the things that basically Capcom decided to basically go further with their announcement, and that is on September the 6th, and then the rest was September the 7th. There was a Mega Man 11 demo, and you get to play as Blockman stage. I have played it on both the Switch, excuse me, and the PS4. Personally, in my opinion, I prefer to play on the PS4. I like the control. I tried playing it on the Switch. I can't really use the Joy-Con. Not really fun. I tried using the Pro Controller, which is too hard for me. I like the setup for the PlayStation controller. So for me, I prefer it on the PS4 than in the Switch. And they also reveal what is in the Switch version. What does the Mega Man Amiibo do? Basically, once per day, you get an item. If you need, you could be an E-Tank, 1-Up, whatever. Once per day, they're going to give you one. So that's going to come in handy, especially if you're having a hard time. What about in the PS4 and Xbox? Well, tough luck. Unless you have fight money type system. Yeah, so there you go. Of course, they know, they also announced, demo's out now. But I was thinking this is one of the league, or not the league, but that Nintendo want to surprise the fans. Say, guess what? You can finally play the demo. It's out now, September the 6th, on the Nintendo Switch. So one gripe I do have is that Capcom, did Nintendo pay you some money to have a day early exclusive demo for the Switch? Again, this is what I was talking about before in my NAS America is, as a third-party company, you should really treat all three, the hardware company, that's why I just called them, Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo equally. No exclusive offer for one system or another. The reason being is somebody's gonna get pissed, somebody's gonna get annoyed about it, and it'll be a different V-blog, that's a teaser there, about why is it to some extent third-party exclusive, even third-party exclusive content always get fans upset. Yeah, it's a good business. It might be good business for the company because the hardware company, the big three company, they're paying you a lot of money, but it irks a lot of people when you favor one company to another because it also sends a bad message. And again, it could be that Nintendo paid Capcom a bit of money to have a day early exclusivity. Again, is it a big deal? Not so much, but the principle there is you're favoring one company to another, and consumers sometimes don't like that. It is really a shame, but not a big deal, but it's the principle there. Alright, so sorry about that, but I just had to I have to basically say that. But the game is fun. The Megaman 11 demo, really fun. And if you are doing the beat Blockman challenge, I kind of did it. I managed to actually beat it. If I remember, I'm going to put my Twitter post because I kind of did a video on it. It was hard. I have to tell you, it's hard. I put it on the casual and it is really hard. So it is a Mega Man game, so it is what it is. So the next one they announced was Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. So, of course, it was first introduced in Nintendo. And, of course, thank you, Capcom. Thank you to making this multi-platform for all four systems. Xbox One, PS4, Switch, even Steam. Everybody's happy. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see favoring one company to another. And if you're doing an exclusive, hopefully you have a good reason why it's exclusive. But that's a different story there. Again, like I said, I'm going to give my thoughts about it. But with this one, it was a good move that it's multi-platform because it's not hard to develop another one. A lot of time you're going to have to stop that temptation of people giving you money for exclusivity deal. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, what it is 7 beat 'em up from the classic arcade. Time when I grew up, every time I go to arcade, I would play this. Those are Final Fight, Captain Commando, Kings of Dragon, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, Fate of Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, and Battle Circuit. Yeah, Armored Warrior and Battle Circuit has always been in Japan. And long time ago, again, if I remember, I would put a link in the description box. I did a showcase on Battle Circuit. It's supposed to be a sequel to Captain Commando, but again, it was a fun game. Again, good, $20 online play, and of course, minus the Switch. There's achievements or trophy on the Switch. You can play them while you're taking a dump. So there you go. So to each of your own, $20. I think it's the right price. I might consider it. But like I said, for me, it's always backlog. And you never know, there might be a sale on those games, hey, you know. So anyway, moving from that one is new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. So it was a rumor, the Spawncast crew kept talking about it. So it is true. There's an update. And the only update they had is that you can now play as Nabi in the original version, not in Super Luigi U. Plus, they got rid of Blue Toad. Instead, they had Toadette, and if you get a royal crown, she will transform into Peachette. That's what it is, Peachette? I don't know how to say it. And basically, she can double jump. She can jump off pits if you fall down. So I guess it's a beginner, but not so much a beginner like Nabi, Nabi the rabbit, burglar, whatever it is. I have no idea what it is. Nabbit? I think it's Nabbit, not Nabbit. Nabbit, because Nabbit basically is he doesn't get hit, It's only meant for people who wants to play the game but can't deal with the enemies. So I think Toad is like somewhere in the middle. But yeah, no surprise. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Return with Funky Kong, Mario Kart Deluxe with the Inkling, Pokemon DX with the owl guy. I forgot the name. I mean, they had more Pokemon, but it is what it is. That's always been what they do with their deluxe version. I just call it. I guess that's what they're gonna call it, the deluxe series. Makes sense. Alright, so moving from that one is Nintendo Switch is ready to roll. Okay, I'm just reading I'm reading the title. Do apologize, but the bottom line is the original Katamari Damacy from the PS2 is now been re-released on the Switch. I don't know. It's also another console, but I heard from Twitter that somebody on Twitter said it's also on Steam, so it's multi-plat. But again, it is a fun game. I played it, didn't really finish it. It's okay in my opinion for me personally, but I know a lot of people love it. So the Switch is going to have more features. You can use the Joy-Con as an actual Joy-Con controller. There's like HD Rumble from what I heard. So again, if you like the game, there you go. If you have a Switch, Katamari Damacy, there you for you. And then new info about Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Again, it's another one that was announced, even so that they want to probably surprise it from the Nintendo Direct, and that is that Pikachu and Eevee has exclusive move that's only in the Let's Go game. And of course, other features that you can comb your Pokemon's hairstyle, customize, if you're using it in a tablet mode. And yeah, that's basically it. And again, you gotta understand how this company, they gotta tell the announcement. They can't wait for your Nintendo Direct. So again, it is what it is. But again, it's not really a core Pokemon game. It might be fun. It's more the casual one. I pre-ordered the Pikachu one. I'm gonna give my thoughts about it. I have not pre-ordered the ball yet because just too much money. If you know what I mean. Okay, Diablo 3. Finally, they're talking more about it. Basically, I like the title. Surprisingly, and I'm gonna state the title here: Health Hot New Fury on the Nintendo Switch. So basically, the word health and Nintendo in the same sentence, that's never been heard before. It is Diablo 3, it is a dark world, that's what the theme is. So of course, finally, you can play it online, but you have to use your phone, of course, for the chat. And then you also get the Ganondorf armor. So again, I played it on the PS4. It is just one of those Bard's Tale or what is that game from Sony? Eternal Champion? No, that's the Genesis fighting game. I forgot what it is, but it's one of those games with the princess. Bard's Tale is another one, or the Justice League on the PS2 and 360, that type of game, or Marvel Alliance. That's what Diablo 3 is. Okay, so moving on from that one is Super Mario Party online. There's voice chat apparently. RGTA 85 basically had a clip on it. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. I'm not really that much of a fan. Okay, a brand new game from Game Freaks, not Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon game. Game Freaks themselves they have a new game, working title called Town. Basically, it's about a town, but there's a lot of events in it. So again, just have to wait and see. 2019. So a lot of this are releasing in 2019. So for some of them are 2018, such as Super Mario Party, Luigi's Mansion, Diablo 3, Let's Go Pikachu, Smash Brothers. Okay, the next one is City Sky Nintendo Switch Edition. It's already been in the PS4 and the Xbox One. If you don't know what this is prior to this, the developers are the people who supported PlayStation Home for the PS3. So there is one part of PlayStation Home that you actually play the City Skyline, believe it or not. I have played it. It was okay. It was meant for casual. It's a free-to-play game on PlayStation Home, and that's what the developers are. So now they're basically branching out because again, there's no more PlayStation Home, and they're robust. They're part of the game to an actual into game. Again, it is sort of a SimCity, but it's a bit dumbed down. So the next one is Daemon X Machina. They announced that there's a Switch online version, the online option. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, I heard a lot of people praise about this game. Just have to wait and see. The next one is they finally showed the title because also it was leaked on their own website. Yoshi's Crafted World, so it's another of this. Because before that was Woolly World, and it's one of those games. It's a relaxing game. Craft art seems so cutesy. Again, they're not bad. It's a good, relaxing game that doesn't give you a headache because it's not supposed to be hard. It's just supposed to be fun. More features in this one. You get to play. I guess look like Poochies in the game. A lot of the feature one is that stage. Sometimes your stage can do a flip, and it goes to makes it a new stage. Again, 2019 of spring. There you go. All right. If you have a Switch, this is for you probably if you like tabletop game. So apparently now, Asmodee Digital basically exclusive to Switch because tabletop games. They're offering some free-to-play tabletop games. Not into it, so can't really give my opinion about it. But hey, if you like some free game and some variety, and if you want something quick, there you go. Of course, the next one, Civilization 6. Not really know about the game. It's popular. Finally, there's a Switch. There you go. So if you're a fan of it, there you go. You can probably build your city or whatever, your empire, while taking a dump. Alright, so the next one is Starlink Battle of Atlas. They just basically showed more that the Switch version has Star Fox mission and of course wolves in the game. Okay, so I mean it's one of their version of their Skylander, so we'll see if this one really gonna work. And then The World Ends With You and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Torna story. I pre-ordered the Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I have not even finished the original Xenoblade 2. Still working on that one. Yeah, when you got a job, sometimes time. But anyway, I mean, I have to wait until next week because I know if you bought the expansion pass by itself, then you get to play it in the 14. I decided to buy the disc version or the game card version, excuse me. So I have to wait a week later. And also, just PSA, hopefully by the time, it's probably going to be too late if I, but whatever. If you register the game before September the 14th, Nintendo's gonna send you a code for like free power-ups that's gonna come in handy. Just saying there. Alright, so another game, of course, The World Ends With You. They basically announced that there's an exclusive mission that's not on the DS version. I might get in the long run, but again, I just too much games. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a fun game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, again, it's a fun game. Their own style, but it's not bad. So okay. Then of course they announced more games. You know what? I'm gonna watch this click video. All right. Okay, Warframe. There's Warframe there. Don't care. Just Dance 2019. Don't care. 2019 October. Oh, good. FIFA 19 microtransaction game. People really shouldn't play this game. Team Sonic Racing. Yeah, that's also multi-platform. What else do they have here? Oh, another game with microtransaction. NBA 2K19. Oh man, disgusting game. Oh, there you go. NBA 2K Playground 2. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I mean, most of them are multi-platform. Don't really give a crap about it. 2 games has microtransactions, so company piss off. Different story there. And then of course, the best part is lots of Final Fantasy game going to the Switch. They've already been out on the PlayStation console, but now they're on the Switch. So if you're only a Switch owner, there you go. You can finally play Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 10-2 remastered, and 12, and Crystal Chronicles, and then Chocobo from the DS apparently, and some other game, and the World of Final Fantasy, a new upgrade version. So there you go. And the other games such as the Chocobo game, World of Final Fantasy Maxima, that's a new one. It's also going to be multi-platform. Thank you, Square Enix. Thank you. You know I'm going to get it for the PS4 if the price is right. But again, the bottom line is Final Fantasy's everywhere now. There you go. Nintendo Switch only console fan owner. There you go. Xbox only. You got your games. And of course, no surprise with Final Fantasy for the PlayStation. They've been out of PlayStation a long time, so who cares? Alright, so I'm gonna end here for part 2. So those are some of the games. They're pretty awesome. And the next one I'm gonna give my thoughts on is the online. And is it good and bad? Well, you'll be the judge of it. I'm just gonna give my thoughts about it. But the bottom line, a lot of the headlines for the info they have for the Switch for 2019, late 2018 to 2019, they're good. Gives you more reason why to have a Switch. A lot of the games are there. And I do apologize if it went over 20 minutes, but I had a lot of things to say for this one. So I'll see you in part 3.